Yeah. You, my friend, don't look nice. Composing. Verdus was also decomposing. Here we have her. Murina the Brave, my favorite rat.
In the flickering torchlight, you see a Magister lying muttering on the ground. As you approach, he turns with a jerk.
No, stay back. Not another step closer if you want to live.
And at least for the moment, Lavender stops where he is. You know, we don't have to fight. I just want to talk.
Fight? I'm not afraid of you. You should be afraid of me.
The Magister nods towards his hand, and you see the skin is midnight black. It seems to undulate, as if worms were squirming through his flesh. He grimaces and tucks it underneath his arm, squeezing it tight.
That really doesn't sound good. What happened to you that you're decomposing? What the heck happened to you?
He nods towards the bodies of the dead Magisters, twisted in the thorned blood.
Yeah.
Same as those poor souls. We finished clearing out this blasted room and wanted to move on to the next. As soon as they touched that switch, they were screaming. Some void curse. Dallas warned us to take care, but we never knew we...
You know, so why exactly were you here in the first place?
Excavations. Digging out old weapons. More purging ones. Enough to turn the tide against Source.
Great.
We thought it'd be simple. But Voidwoken, undead, seekers. And now this. We were doomed from the start. Dallas must have known.
Yeah, Dallas really doesn't seem to be a charming person to anyone. Not even the Magisters. You know, I do wonder, what did Dallas tell you about this place?
She told us it was old. Told us it was dangerous. Told us it was important. More weapons to fight the sorcerers, she said. She needed the wands, but... But there was something more. We got greedy.
So, what is behind that door?
I don't know. Something powerful. We thought it might help, but...
It doesn't seem like they got in, so it's like... something's cursing them in here.
Whatever it is, the void itself is fighting to protect it. Dallas told us to be careful, but this is wrong. It's evil. Death.
I mean, I am sorry that you're decomposing, that sounds horrible and like nothing I wish on anyone, but... Oh no! The weapons you're using against sorcerers, which were invented by the Source King, Braccus Rex, are evil. Who could have known? And still being true to his healer origin, Lavender looks at the guy's hand, visibly withering before him. You know, is there anything I can do?
He looks up at you, his eyes staring deep into yours.
I saw how they died. I heard them screaming. I don't want to go like that. I don't want to face that. Please. I can't lift my sword. I can't do it myself.
Oh gosh. Oh boy. Rest your hand on his shoulder. Doesn't sound like something you should do. I'll do what I can.
He lowers his eyes to stare at his black, squirming hand.
I wonder what happens if we try to bless him.
Just make it quick.
Rest. Doesn't seem to help at all. Heal? It just damages. Okay. Sorry. Oh boy. Sounds... merciful death sounds better than being alive and decomposing. I wonder how they all died. Like, wouldn't you at a certain point be like, maybe let's do something different? You're locked. Can't pick the lock. Skill, wait. Sebille! This lock can't be picked. So I guess we have to... Do you see this purple cloud? But if they touched the lever and got cursed by that, why did they all do that? Is that it?
Cursed? No
Yes.
wonder it doesn't work.
Okay, but for us it's just a curse, it's not decomposing. Okay, what do we do with things that are cursed? Bless them.
The reputation of Braccus Rex, they should tread gingerly.
But I promised you a talk with a very amazing rat. I'm not going to deprive you of that. Here.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lavender. Who am I speaking to?
I am Murina the Brave. You are daring indeed to enter my domain.
You know, if I may ask, Murina the Brave is quite the name, so how did you come by your name?
I'm an assassin of ants and crucifier of crickets. All rodents bow before me. So do lesser beasts, like elves, for instance.
I love it. And by the way, worry not that she says the same to humans, to dwarves, to everyone.
My title is bestowed upon me by the King of all Rats in honour of my renowned achievements.
It is of course a reference to Divinity Original Sin 1. You know, I actually do love a good story, so I don't know. Tell me some of your tales from the battlefield.
She waxes on at length regarding her wartime exploits, describing feats no rat you've ever seen could actually perform.
And thus I brought Morienda to his knees, and that was all before noontime.
Well, thank you for your delightful story. You know, one time I was actually hunting in the woods and Lavender continues to tell a few stories of his own.
To your surprise, the rat listens intently as you recount your time in Fort Joy and your escape into the hollow marshes.
Oh, my friend, you are an adventure after my own heart. I have heard many stories in my day, but none as exciting as this. May I ask you a favour, perhaps?
Why sure. Nothing I wouldn't do for a friendly rat in a dungeon.
I want to know more. More! Return to me when you have a chance and share your adventures. I want to hear about every spell cast and cliffside scaled, every chest pillaged and every sword swung.
Why can't we just take you along? That would be so nice. But we can't. Hey Jennifer, nice to see you. How are you?
But if you are to return, I need to make sure you remain in one piece. So, let me share another morsel of information I've picked up on my travels. The levers in here are cursed. Best not to touch them unless you bless them somehow, lest they infect you with their torment. Now
Well.
hurry back. I can't wait to hear if your ventures can hold a candle to the other. I mean, to my own.
Isn't she great? What I actually want to do, which I didn't do in my first Let's Play, which I noticed like 3 streams later, is last time I wanted to go back before leaving this map and I didn't. So, let's try to think about this time. Shrine of Braccus Rex. What is actually interesting about this thing is, I know if you're new to the game, you won't recognize that style. But the interesting part is this design with the bright blue, with the very dark metal, stone, whatever. It's actually quite similar to the style of every Eternal architecture and design you find in this game. It's interesting because it's a Shrine of Braccus Rex.
Before you stands an ancient shrine, runes carved deep into its rock.
Lavender examines the shrine.
The runes are in no language you understand or recognize. The shrine seems completely inert.
I want to see, with the recognition that it looks eternal-like.
Before you stands the runes are in no language you understand or recognize. The shrine seems completely inert.
Okay, sad.
Before you stands an ancient shrine, runes carved deep into its rock.
Lavender lays his hands against the runes. Of course we touched it.
You feel the source inside you swell up, filling your chest, yearning to be free.
Lavender focuses his power, calling the source to his fingertips.
Your power flows from your chest and into your hands, green tendrils of power slithering from your fingertips across the shrine. The shrine starts to vibrate and glow, slabs of stone gliding across each other as it begins to open.
Curious. And another part. The tyrant's set. Now the helmet. Let's have a look. So far we have the stride, the heart, so the chest armor, the helmet, and the boots. I think it was 5 parts, if I remember correctly. Say so far. So I would say, let's just go and try it on.
Oh, it's been cursed. Oh, it's been cursed.
Nope, there's something missing. Look at us. Burning, slowed, and crippled. Because if you combine all of them, something happens. Won't tell you what. And what is nice is the Tyrant's Helm also grants you the Purge skill. So you can use that instead of the wands. And the other problem with the wands is they always have just 3 charges. So with ours, 4. We just have 3 more. You fell asleep, Juniper, and dreamed of watching the stream. I guess that's quite the compliment. Alrighty. But still, we'll remove that marker. Tell red stories. Thinking of where to go next, but I think we're just going to visit the Seekers once more. I mean, we're still missing one of the artifacts.
We can finally get out of here, now that Garrett's returned.
There he is. I thought he would be talking to the people.
Good work, son. Aye, sir.
Blessed are thou. Grant these
He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws blood.
The blade is thirsty.
Let's accompany him a little. And before we continue, I think...
Keep your chin up, kid.
Chin officially up, Sir Gareth.
1 foot and both particulars in the Hall of Echoes.
Checking up on everyone. Or, well, maybe not everyone. Maybe just Han and Herbert. The very important blacksmith.
You didn't lose your head. Well done,
Be
my
sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Your teaching served me well, sir.
Welcome, my friend. Enjoy the quiet while it lasts.
Remember correctly, yes, he's the source of warfare skills, so... Oh wow, we can't learn the Phoenix Dive. Ah, I was so much looking forward to that skill. Okay, whirlwind.
I told you, lads. We can finally get out of here, now that Gareth's returned.
Here we go. We want to learn a geomanting skill. I think Fortify might be smart. Not really too much a fan of man metal. I mean, it might be smart, but I never really used that in previous Let's Plays.
He's here to take us home.
Impalement is fun. Said no one ever. Here's my money. Let's learn all the skills.
It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Here. Yeah, ignition and contamination are nice in the beginning, but after a while, I much prefer other skills. Alright.
I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can.
I know. Wait, before we do that, so I don't forget it, let's learn our warfare
It's
skills.
peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back.
This whirlwind is also quite fun.
He's here to take us home.
Yeah, who needs bless? Go. You know, I've been to the Hall of Echoes. Could I be one of those Goldwoken?
You have spoken to a god?
Gareth stares intently, not so much at you as through you.
Yes. I see something there. But it's not for me to say. I must get you to Malady. She will know.
Who the heck is Melody?
She was imprisoned on the Lady Vengeance. One of the few of us not left to rot on the sand and sun. All the more vital we take the ship from the Magisters. Godwoken.
But he's still addressing me like that, isn't he? Or was it more like a question? You know, I was wondering, how did the Seekers ended up finding shelter here?
We'd just landed on shore. Minutes later, Dallas sailed in on the Lady Vengeance, screaming like a banshee. We had no hope. Most of us were dead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, after that display in front of Fort Joy, you really don't want to fight her.
She had horrors at her side. Shriekers, they call them. They still protect the harbor, firing pure death at anything that catches their eyes. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored there too. Lucian, save us from whatever plot Dallas is concocting on it.
So, what happens next? Do you have a plan?
Well, I had a plan. Gratiana told me of weapons that could counter these shriekers. Purging ones that steal source from its host.
What a coincidence! Look at that wand.
I went to that armory looking for one of these wands. but Alexander's bootlickers stumbled in first. I found nothing but dust and blood. We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance is ours. Freedom is ours.
You know, see this wand? That's actually one which can destroy seekers.
You do?
Yeah.
But that's
Freakers.
incredible. I can only imagine what ghoul-ridden depths you braved to find one. I had no doubt. You bring me hope, sorcerer. I'll gather the other seekers and travel to shore. Meet us there as soon as you can.
Gareth's voice echoes throughout the enclave with such command it could rouse a fawn to action.
Everyone's leaving. Even Gratiana. No, we have to talk with you about your soul jar.
We move, seekers. Now is the time to resist. The Lady Vengeance will be ours.
No, damn it, we can't talk to her. Gareth, you're way too enthusiastic about the whole thing. Oh god. Where are you going? Ah. A teleportation trick. Right. No divine lament in the Hollow Marshes. I should have talked to Gratiana first. Oh well. Probably we can still do that. Hopefully.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
More traps? Something explode? Yep. I saw the screen shade. Rest for the source point. Coming. Slowly. I mean, they could walk around the oil puddle. Or not. Come on, beast. I think Beast doesn't like us. Now? Ah, looking better.